Hey everyone, good morning. It's your girl Kat from the Kitty Rose Lifestyle. And hey, it's a version of a morning coffee. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I've been kind of trying to mentally regroup and just kind of figure out how to move, what to do next. So that's why I was my last video, of course, was not my conspiracy theory, but just let's pay attention to everything else that is going on. Peace and blessings, Elder Simmons. I got something for you guys. Hope all is well. Hope everyone is staying safe. This is going to be a brief as I sip my morning coffee. I want to send out, first of all, strength, love, and prayers to those that I know personally that are suffering, or I won't say suffering, but that have the coronavirus. Sending love out to Tony and her boys, and to now Derek, and to Neffy's Neffy's cousin. So as of now, I personally know 4 people who are affected, and not just them, but their families, because even though you may not directly have the illness, as a caregiver or a loved one or someone that's in the house with that person, now you kind of have to go through the healing process with them as well. So my love and my strength with my prayers go out to those that currently are combating this virus. To everyone else, and even to the ones that are, dealing with the virus, because you guys are quarantined. One of the things that came to me this morning as I took a shower and just freshened up my life, myself, was the fact that, this is a perfect opportunity, like everyone is saying, to, get in touch with yourself, to regroup, to exercise, to change your diet, to build a business, all these things that everyone is suggesting us to do outside of everybody doing a TikTok video. That is crazy. Like, I've never seen as many TikTok videos as I'm watching right now. It's kind of ridiculous. Not ridiculous. It's cute. It's entertaining. But, since that's not really my thing, with my daughter or with anyone else in the house, even I've been suggesting everybody in the house, let's do one, but neither. Anywho, what I realize is that what I do have to suggest people to do or listen to is Natural Sessions, the podcast. Yeah, man, I realized after all of these days of confinement, that I still have IMU, because once this stuff is lifted, I still have shows that I'm going to book. I still want to do a tour, even now more than ever, because, once this calamity goes, we will be facing another one. This is not a first calamity for us. This might be one that's up close and personal, but we've had to survive things over the course of years, for a long time. And like I said, not even dealing with calamities that happen, just period with life itself. This fucking cancer shit is killing everybody. Fucking AIDS, fucking, the measles. Like, it's just a bunch of shit on a daily basis. High blood pressure, heart failure, like, it's just a bunch of shit on a daily basis. So there's always a good time in your life to get right with Jehovah. You know what I'm saying? There's always a good time in your life to get right with God. And getting right with God is getting right with yourself. So this is always a perfect time to do self-reflection and self-healing. And the one thing that I do appreciate that has been my gift, that has been something I can offer, that has been something I can now give to those that may not know Kitty Rose, that may not know the Kitty Rose platform or audience. Now, because you're home and you have time on your hands, not only are you binge watching Netflix, Hulu, HBO, all of these other things, but why not take an opportunity, because you're already on SoundCloud, you're already on Spotify, you're already on Speaker, you're already on all the platforms that Natural Sessions, the podcast, is on. So why not take the time. Is that Nakia on there? I think so. It looks like her. Why not take the time to listen to some great shows from Natural Sessions, the podcast? Okay, so everybody always wants to know, okay, I've had people on, but what are the shows about? So real quick, for some reason, people's pictures are coming up, but not anybody's name, so I don't know who's on or not. So if anybody is on that wants to say hi, please shout out and say hey now, because I think that's Miss Bell on there, but I can't tell. So anyway, real quick, so currently I think I have 6 episodes on all podcast platforms. My mouth must be perched. Normally I would have something connected to me, but now since I'm teaching again and some of my youth follow me, I don't know if it's wise to be toot online. But anyway, so my mouth is a little parched. So okay, so I think currently I have 6 episodes of Natural Sessions on all podcast platforms. Now everything else, so that was Miss Bell. Hey GB, now I see people. Hey James. Okay, so now if you want to see Natural Sessions and see what people look like and see our conversations with Nakia, you can go to the On channel, because this week you can actually become a member for free. So not only will you become a member for free and watch Natural Sessions, but all the other great programming that they have on this channel. The same way that you were doing and subscribing to the Hulu channel, the Netflix, Pluto, all these online streaming networks do the same way with the On channel. And you can see the episode with GV. Her episode to this day is still one of the dopest shows that we had back in Brooklyn, and we both live uptown but trucked out to Brooklyn and had a phenomenal interview. And it's crazy because she didn't like how the interview started, but I didn't even know that she didn't like it, and we still had a dope interview. That's how dope us as sisters with a message was, because she didn't even tell me until months later that she didn't like the way that the interview started. Nakia's interview was dope because she's the fake Jamaican because she got 50 jobs. I don't know how you maintain it in the crib right now, but knowing you are creative and you are figuring it out, because if anybody's gonna figure it out, you are. So those are the type of shows that I'm telling you guys that gotta go to and see with Natural Sessions, because the conversations were so in depth. Even if you've seen interviews that I've had with people on other shows, I guarantee you nothing is like the interviews that they had on my show. Now let's go back to the podcast. So on the podcast right now, we got Kimberly Davis. Kimberly Davis, for those that don't know her, she is one of the best songstress, vocalists of our time. Right now, she's on tour, probably not right now, but she's currently on tour with Chic, Now Rogers, and she is a working performer. And one thing that I love about what she said is, I asked her, is it better to be famous or to be working? She said it's better to be working because fame is overrated, the devil is real, and the Illuminati is real. So check out her episode on Spotify, SoundCloud, Speaker. Check it out. Dope interview. Tony Blackman, humans are just humans. I love that Tony made the quote, that even in the conscious community, you can have friends that are dysfunctional and are baggage that you have to let go. And just because you are conscious, I know, don't we love Kim? Hey Eric, and that even though one is conscious, in that consciousness we have to take time to heal ourselves, because being so tired, we can walk around here dead and not even be aware that we're walking around, or be aware and don't do anything about it. So Toni Blackman interview was amazing. For those that don't know her, check out that episode. Yo, Randy Parker. Randy Parker. I think his name is DJ Esso. Randy Parker is married to one of my homegirls, Soraya Barbie. Randy Parker's interview, you guys, you gotta go check out his interview. He has his own podcast right now called Bag Fuel, and he's partnered up with DJ Clue, and they have a shoelace company. But what I like about his interview is that he is one of the most gulliest, gulliest brothers you will ever meet. But the most militant, most loving, most playful, most intellectual man I've met in a really long time. And his mouth is ridiculously dirty. Ridiculously dirty. But what he says and what he spits is so dope that you don't even hear the fact that his mouth is so dirty. Normally everybody usually watches the live after they go off, and that's cool. That's why I don't even wait for people to come on or even really talk to people on here, because I know most of my audience, just like me, doesn't really come on and do lives. We watch the videos as we stumble across when we do come on social media. So, this is what this is. For those that when they do come on, they get this introduction from me to them, introducing them to the Natural Sessions audience if they have not already watched or listened. So we got Toni Blackman, we got Randy Parker. One thing I love about Randy Parker's interview is that he talked about his parents, and he talked about one of the things about his parents is that he recently got married, but up until recently getting married, even though he's been in relationships, to this day nobody can't come to his parents' house that's not married and sleep together. Like, they're still old school, and not only old school, but the fact that his mom is like, he said in the interview, to this day, my mom and my dad, they love their children, but they are number one to each other, and they let everybody in the world know that they are number one to each other. His mom is like, he said, my mom is the real G. She'll let everybody know that my dad is number one, and that you second and third, and that you're the guest, but that we are here as a team together. And I just thought that was so dope, again, because of the way that his delivery is. You might have a different perception of him, but he comes from a two-parent household, and you can see how that transcends in his life, and how he moves as a father and now as a husband. So that interview is dope. Like, if you guys follow him now on his podcast, which is Bag Fuel, again, the way he does his interviews and the way he does the interviews that he's been involved in is nothing like that what's been done with Natural Sessions. Same way with the Bronx Native. I just put that video out yesterday. That podcast out yesterday, and the Bronx Native, this cat is being interviewed by everybody. Like, he's on everybody's show, he's in everybody's newspaper, he's in everybody's write-up. But again, I got him to open up in a way that nobody has been able to open up, just on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking about what it is to be a Bronx entrepreneur, a Bronx business, but what is talked about to be a Bronx native, to be from a community that not only do you want to represent, but you want to represent because of it not being represented correctly, or it being represented poorly, or it being underrepresented, and you wanting to, have people like how I represent Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? No matter where in the world I go to. Morning, Nakia. I didn't know if you was gonna be online. I just, it's a weird situation right now, so you know how I feel right now about you guys. So Love and strength. So yeah, so we got that. We got Randy Parker. We got Tony Blackman. We got whoa, that lost my thought just thinking about Nakia real quick. Sorry guys. Anyway, and then you have the closet bitch who right now is pregnant. So yeah, you got the closet bitch, and what I love about the closet bitch is that, again, you know, her using the example of, have we ever been a closet bitch, in a sense of just being a yes girl or a yes boy or yes ma'am or yes sir or a yes woman, you know what I'm saying, just kind of wanting to please and accommodate others, and we sacrifice ourselves and what we want, you know, and not realizing that we're doing that even as early as 12 years old, where she lost her virginity just because she was trying to be down with her best friend and please the boy, but ended up doing something that obviously was not pleasing to herself at fucking 12, you know what I mean? But being bold enough to even come out publicly and tell people that, yes, at 12 years old, I lost my virginity. And that didn't define me. I didn't become this whorish teenage girl. I didn't become a whorish woman, you know what I mean? I'm still out here doing my damn thing, and now 30 something years later, she's taking on motherhood for herself and gets to teach her now future child all the benefits of what she learned growing up being a closet bitch, and now not being a closet bitch. So check out her interview. That was dope. And not only was her interview dope, I really would advise you guys not to just listen to her episode, but to actually go on to the On channel or go to YouTube and watch her channel. Watch her show, because Shauna Solomon is also an actress. She has this show called The Closet Bitch, where she plays like 19 different characters of family members in her life, from her dad to her dad's girlfriend to her mom, and the way she does it is just amazing and entertaining. So I show some clips from her show. I also show some clips from her web series. So it's actually a better episode to go and watch than to actually listen. And then you got Kim Davis, Tony Blackman, Randy Parker, the Bronx native who I mentioned, the closet bitch. Then you got one more, Lester Matthews. Lester Matthews from the Circle NYC, who is actually starting a new season of the Circle NYC. So for those that don't know him, check out his web series online on YouTube, the Circle NYC. What I love about his show is that he is a reality show producer, director, editor, all into one. And his show is so well done, well produced, well edited, well lit. When you are working, Lester Matthews almost reminds me, I dare if I say, a Quincy Jones, in a sense of being able to work with no money and make brilliance. Every time I watch The Wiz, I'm amazed by the costume, and I'm amazed by the locations. I'm amazed by how they changed certain areas of New York to be these scenes in this movie. Lester Matthews has that same ability of not having any fucking money but produces such a you would not be able to tell. It's like primetime television watching his show. And I love that. And what I love about his show also, or what I love about his show, his time on Natural Sessions, is him talking about his community being unrepresented. You know, as a Christian woman, I have my own stuff with homosexuality. We've had this conversation before, but I feel like also as a Christian woman, since I'm taught to love, that whatever feelings I have outweighs the love I'm supposed to have. No, backwards. That the love I'm supposed to have outweighs whatever feelings that I have. So I say that to say that having a conversation with a community that you're not familiar with, that you just have judgment, opinion, or lack of knowledge on, was revealing, enlightening, and comforting. Because once again, it takes away the stigma that we're different, because we're not. So yeah, so you got, I don't know how many was that. That was Lester, Randy, the Closet Bitch, Bronx Native, Kim Davis, and one other person. So 6, like I said. So you got 6 episodes to listen to. They're a half an hour each. You don't even realize the time goes by so fast because there's such dope sessions. And then if you want to see any of them, then subscribe this week to the On channel, because this week it is free. So not only do you get a membership to see all of my shows on that channel, but a soup series of other shows and movies from content creators all across the world. So I know that video was longer than 10 minutes. I'm going to probably have to split it up on Instagram, or maybe not. I don't know. But anywho, I have to go out today, so pray for me. I got my gloves. I will show you guys later where I have to go out to. This, I guess, is an essential office building, but you'll find it funny when I get there and show you. But I must go, because in this time where we don't know what's going on, we have to at least work on the things that we do have for certain. So right now, since my consultant position with Maisels is on hold with teaching documentary, I have to make sure that certain other things stay in place, like certain programs and government assistance that I have. On that note, I am you. I love you all. Nakia, we'll talk. If you guys need me, you already know. All right. Check out Natural Sessions with Kitty Rose and friends on all podcast platforms. Enjoy. The revolution has become, what is going on with my mouth? The revolution has begun. I apologize for all the, I don't know what that was today. I guess I'm rusty. I ain't been online in a minute. I guess I'm rusty. All right, guys, be safe, stay protected, and yeah, do what you do, because hopefully y'all was already washing your hands. I love you all. All right, the revolution has begun. It's your girl Cat 1.